takedown. With no gi, I like to teach takedown on my things. All I'm gonna do is this guy is he's gonna post up on my shoulder. He's got this necktie here, doesn't matter. I'm controlling this side as well, the same shoulder or collar tie here. I'm gonna come inside of his collar tie. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swipe it off my shoulder. I'm gonna arm drag. Now when I arm drag, this one's coming off and I'm not really grabbing it to pull it. I'm just pushing it off my shoulder, reaching this one across, grabbing by the elbow, and pulling it here. When I pull his arm across, as you notice, my head's gonna hit here, right in his rib cage, right underneath this armpit here. When I push here, I'm gonna bump him a little bit. I want him to move. So again, he's got this post. I got this collar tie. I'm gonna swipe this one off, arm drag. I'm gonna headbutt here. When I headbutt here and I get him to move, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna knee pick this leg. And I'm gonna pull it back towards me. In between my legs, all I'm gonna do, step back, pull the leg up. Most of your guys that you're going against probably won't fall. Most of these guys will just have good enough balance, they'll stay standing. So again, I got this here. Sometimes push them off you a little bit. Head position is key. I like to have my head, I like to face inside his temple here. I like to come here, swipe this off, arm drag, bump, knee pick, push in, step back, pull this leg up. That's all I want you guys to get to for right now. I'll show it one more time. So again, here in this collar tie here, getting up in this tricep here, swiping off, arm drag, headbutt the ribs, bump, knee pick, push forward, step back, get this leg up in your armpit here, nice and pinch, keep it controlled. Do you have any questions? Same side collar tie, coming up here by the tricep, get a little bit of space, head position, dragging it through, knee picking, and I'm getting it up here to my armpit. Notice how I've got it on the inside. I'm not having this leg here and I'm not dangling over it and having my head on the outside. Here we're gonna get guillotined, we're gonna get rolled through. A lot of bad stuff we don't want to be a part of. A really simple finish for this one, we're not gonna get too crazy with it. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure this guy's got distance, he's not reaching up, grabbing my head, he's not messing with my arms or nothing. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my forearm right to the outside of his knee, I'm gonna roll it over. I'm gonna roll it over, I'm gonna punch it to the mat, keep his leg nice and tight to myself, and cover him here. Cover him here, and this is where I want you guys to get to. So one more time. I got my inside collar tie here, tricep, forehead to the ear, right through, knee pick, single leg, forearm, make sure that bone gets right across that knee, it's really gonna cause a lot of pressure, a lot of pain. Rolling it over, grabbing that knee to the mat, coming up, and cover. Any questions on that finish? It's going to be the same setup. We're still in this collar tie here. I still got the inside tie, still got the tricep here, still got my head position. Except this time all I'm going to do is when I come here and I go to drag him and I go to step in, he's going to know that I'm hitting for this leg here and he's going to step it back. So when he steps it back here, notice he's heavy on this right foot. Put it down. Notice how he's heavy on his left foot here. So I'm just going to let go of this drag here. I'm going to knee pick this and shoot to the other side. And same thing, bump, lift, get to the outside of the knee, outside of the leg here. Again, collar tie, good head position. Got him on the tricep here, push it off my neck here a little bit. Come up here, arm drag it over. I come in, he steps back. I let go of this arm drag, and I'm sweeping to the other side, catching the other leg that he's got all his weight on. Pushing in, stepping back, picking it up here. And then you see that again?
Yeah, one more time. When he steps back, you mean like he just pivots? Is that what you're going
So it's like you ever see somebody kind of like step back, and that's their that's kind of
I got you.
kind of like your down block. I guess that's what it's called. Here, collar tie, head position, same setup, arm drag here. He goes to step back. He dropped all that weight on that other foot. I'm gonna tweak through. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna slow that down a little bit. So I got him dragged here, and he goes to step that back. I'm stepping this foot in. No, sorry, wrong foot. I'm stepping this foot around, and then I'm knee picking this, and this foot's coming in right next to it. And I'm bumping him over. Any questions on that? Can you see it again? So still, same takedown, coming here, arm dragging through, he steps that leg back, coming through here, sweeping this leg up, get it to the inside. I'm gonna get it to the inside, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna climb up, I'm gonna get this nice and tight, I'm gonna grab underneath and on the inside of his leg here, I'm gonna step back really hard, and I pull. Step back, cover. If he doesn't fall, say this guy's got a really good hop, got really good balance to it. Come here, step back, sweep, get it to the inside here, climb up, get nice and tight. If he doesn't fall, if I can't really get this pole tight enough, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step this foot up here and trip that. If I come here, step up and come. Show it one more time, try and pull it down a little bit. Here, same takedown, head position, get this nice tricep grip here, dragging it through, steps back, sweep the leg, get it to the inside. Coming up here, still keeping this leg on the inside here, just getting nice and tight to the leg here, underhooking it, kind of like right above the knee. All I'm doing, I'm sitting, I'm pulling. When I sit and pull, I'm torquing my hips over, I'm just pulling this leg through. They should fall, but like I said, some guys have really good balance. They can hop quite a bit. If they do that, just step back and trip. Any questions? Did you see it again? Cool. We're gonna do a little bit of defense. I know a couple weeks ago, Brandon was showing sprawl and some front headlock stuff. So this guy's gonna have me in a front headlock. So this is after if I took a bad shot or if he snapped me down or something like that, he's got me in this front headlock position. Notice he's got, this arm's really deep over here. It's nice and tight up in my armpit. I don't really have a lot of movement space. I like to get the same side arm that he's got this headlock in. I like to get it up underneath my neck, in between my arm and my neck here. When I get here like this, I'm gonna scooch. I'm gonna scoot my butt over to the opposite side of it. I'm gonna hand fight and get it down to the mat. When I get it down to the mat, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post. When I post here, I'm gonna pick up on my knee that's down on the mat here. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna peek out to the side that's got the front headlock. So again, there's different variations of how people hold the headlock. They can have it nice and deep in here, which is gonna be a lot harder to get it off of you. They can have it just sucked up, tied up against your neck here. All you gotta do is just hand fight this here, and you wanna get it down to the mat. When you get this down to the mat, all I'm doing is I'm posting right in front of me. I'm getting up on both my toes. When I get up on both my toes here, I'm kicking, I'm throwing this arm out as I sit through. When I sit through, I'm really throwing this arm back. I'm peeking out here, following up and coming up on top. Do it one more time. I'm in this front headlock position. Again, a lot of people are going to do it differently. Some people are more comfortable having it nice and deep like that. Some people aren't. All you got to do is get your hands in there and fight that hand down to the mat. Post out. Get up on your toes. You're going to throw this arm out and peek through. Peek through. My foot, I'm not dragging my knee across the mat or my leg. It's just stepping through. When I step through, I'm going to throw that arm back and just climb up and come on top. Any questions? Position. Go ahead and get my. We've gotten to the position, whether we took him down from a single leg or he had us in a front headlock from a bad shot or something and we shucked him by. We are now in this position here where we are behind him. I need to figure out a way to open up his breaking points here to where I can get my feet in and get my hooks in. So the thing that I like to do with this is I like to get clear over here to the side, and I'm going to take this other side arm. I got wrist control on this side, and I got my body on. On the opposite side, I'm taking this arm, I'm shoving it on his thigh here, and pushing out here, and applying a lot of pressure on this shoulder over here. Now when I get this space here, notice I've got a lot of room to put my leg in here now, so all I'm going to do, I'm going to place my arm with my leg, step over here, I'm going to climb on top of my post, I'm going to let go of my wrist control, well, I'm going to keep my wrist control, I'm still putting, can I face up a little bit? I'm still putting a lot of pressure on the shoulder here by pulling up on this wrist. And it's keeping his leg and the elbow from being connected. So I can just slide this other hook in. Now a lot of people, when you go to do this, either they'll start to roll or they'll start to post up. But if guys keep their base and they're up here, all I want you to do is get a wrist control and get your seat belt. And I get like a 2-on-1 where you still have this control. You got both your hooks in. That's as far as I want you guys to go for now. So from here, I'm sneaking this arm in. I'm getting the wrist control in here. I'm pulling it. When I pull this wrist, it's going to flare his elbow out. I'm going to set my knee in here. Then the opposite side arm is going to push in on this leg, create a little bit of space. I'm going to step over, get my hooks in. I get an extra wrist control here if I want to. Still applying a lot of pressure on this shoulder here. Sliding this leg in over here. Coming down. A lot of pressure. If he wants to fall, that's fine. Get hip down, flatten him out. Or you can sit on top of him and set your stuff up from here. Any questions on that? Pretty simple, straightforward. Need to see it again? Cool. So now, we've gotten to this point here. I got my hooks in. He's still in this turtle, he's still up kind of having his base or whatever, not letting me flatten him out or roll him over. He's got this nice solid base here. All I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna take one of my arms, I'm gonna go over his shoulder, in between his arms here. I'm gonna grab my shin. I grab my shin here, I'm gonna shift over, my legs are short. I'm gonna grab my shin here, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my foot in between where my arm went. So as you notice, he's got this nice little circle here. That's my target area. I'm going right beside his neck here. I'm bringing this foot up and over. Stay up. Bring this foot up and over into the triangle. All I'm doing is I'm sliding off of him and bringing my foot up and over, catching this triangle choke here. So you notice I've already got his arm over here. All I gotta do is pinch my knees together, pull his head down. I may not have to, I got short stubby legs, but again, we've already got this point here. Got my hooks in, he's still got a nice solid base. I can't get down here where I can flatten him out. He's nice and strong. I can't roll him over else I'm gonna lose my spot. So I'm gonna try something a little more fancy. Sneak my arm in here, kind of get nice and tight on the head here. And this foot is coming up and over. All I'm doing is I'm sliding off of him, right underneath him, catching that triangle.
Does it matter what arm you use to grab the foot?
So, when you're grabbing your foot, so if you're going and you like your triangles on the right side with your right leg over his back, you're gonna use your left arm to reach through and grab your foot. You're gonna use the opposite arm to grab that foot because you're going on this side. So this leg is gonna come through. You have to grab it with this one and bring it over. And you're just letting go and sliding through.
It's opposite.
And he's basically just gonna give it to me from there. Any questions? Anybody need to see it again? Cool. 1, 2, 3. So simple back escape. So we're still in this turtle position, but he's got his hooks in, except this time he's got me flattened out. So he got me flattened out, got a lot of pressure on me. See how notice how my legs are up in the air? I don't have a lot of space to work from here. He's fighting up here with my head, my hands. He got a lot of weight down on me. The only thing that I really need to worry about right now is I'm keeping my neck covered. I need to get one of my legs free. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna really switch my hips hard. I'm gonna pick one leg up and take it to the other side basically. So when I switch it, I'm coming clear up here. I'm gonna attach it to my other leg. I'm gonna slide it down. Notice how now my legs are on the mat. He doesn't have all this control of my hips or nothing. Then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll my hips over, pick a knee up. He's gonna stay on top of me, cover me. I'm gonna frame, and I'm gonna roll over. Again, this guy's got his hooks in. It's got me flattened out. I'm in a really bad spot. Nobody likes to be here. This spot sucks. Got my neck covered so you can't choke me or nothing like that. All I'm doing is I'm switching my hips really hard and picking a leg up and pushing one down and get it to the other side. I'm gonna attach it to the back of my own leg. I'm gonna slide it in between his. When I get to here, all I'm gonna do I'm basically gonna crunch up, and he's gonna stay. If he wants to roll off for me, that's fine. I'll just roll into him. But if he's gonna try and keep this back mount, or keep top control or whatever, I gotta stay really crunched up here, protect my innards, so to speak. I'm gonna frame on him. I'm gonna shrimp back out. And then you see that again?
Can you say it one more time?
Yep. Again, I'm switching my hips really hard, getting one leg up, one leg down. Coming clear up here with it. I'm attaching to the back of my leg. I'm gonna slide it down in between. He could really be fighting this and trying to put that hook back in right there. I'm just gonna slide this in here. Even if he's got it on top, I'm gonna drop that hip down. All I'm doing, I'm crunching up. Frame on the leg, frame on the hip, whatever's available for you there. I'm shrimping back in. Questions? Smashing top mount or back control. I've got a lot of people asking me about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over. Huh?
I said yours did.
I'm gonna go ahead and go over. So this guy's gonna be on top. It's gonna be just like our back control. He's gonna have his hooks in. And he's gonna be hipping down like this. So the main thing that I need to worry about still is I'm controlling and I'm protecting my head up here, and I need to get one leg free. A nice thing to do about that, I like to tuck my legs up into my butt here, and one of them is gonna kick straight out and just get in between his legs here. And when I get to this position, I'm gonna frame on his hips. I'm gonna hip up. When I hip up, I'm gonna shrimp out and I'm gonna push him down off of me. If he wants to climb back up, that's fine. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna switch to my other hip, shrimp, shrimp. Get out from underneath it. Just one more time. So he's nice and heavy. He got his hips down, got his hooks in. All I'm doing is I'm bringing my feet back to my butt as far as I can. I'm gonna take one leg, kick it out nice and quick, get it in between. Hands on hips, bump up, shrimp out. He's gonna keep climbing on top and keep his top mount. That's fine. Keep hands on hips and keep shrimping. Nice, simple, not too difficult. It's just the weight bearing on that. Sometimes it's a lot to deal with. Any questions on that? So again, like I said, guy on top, it's just like your back control. Got your hooks in, your hips are down. Find a lot of pressure to that diaphragm right there. Okay. 1, 2, 3.